Welcome back to Miss Kelly's Book Nook, Express Lane. Today's book is called Round is a Tortilla, a Book of Shapes, written by Roseanne Greenfield Thong and illustrated by John Parra. Now, here's something you need to know about this book. There are lots of Spanish words in this book. So just in case you don't know a lot of Spanish words, let's go over them before we read the book, okay? The first one is abuela. Abuela means grandmother. Abuela's stew, which you will see in the book, is called pozole. Grandmothers love to make a special stew called pozole on the weekends. Pozole is made with hominy, which is large kernels of corn soaked in lime water and dried. And it often contains pork, chili, seasonings, and vegetables in this stew. Atún, which means tuna. Campanas, which is bells. Casa means house. Cuadrado is square. Familia is family. I bet you know this next one. Guacamole is a mixture of mashed avocado, chopped onions, tomato, chili pepper, and seasonings served as a dip for chips and in salads. Huevos are eggs. Mariachis are musicians who stroll through the streets or sometimes play in restaurants these days. They're usually dressed in fine suits with wide-brimmed hats and sing ballads accompanied by guitars, trumpets, and violins. Masa is corn flour, eaten daily and used for Mexican foods such as tortillas and tamales, which are packets of filled steamed dough. Metate is a flat or slightly hollowed piece of rock used with a stone rolling pin called a mano. Between the rock and the rolling pin, grain is crushed into meal. So it's kind of like a little tiny stone table, and you have this stone rolling pin that you rake over the grain, and it turns it into meal. Paletas, you might call them popsicles. Paletas are Mexican-style ice cream or frozen fruit bars on sticks. Plazas, public squares or marketplaces. Tell me if you know this next one. Quesadilla. Quesadillas are tortillas folded over a filling of hot melted cheese. Sandia is watermelon. Sombrero is a Mexican hat made of straw or felt with a pointed top and an extra wide brim to shade the head, neck, and shoulders. The name comes from the Spanish word sombra, which means shade. Sueños are dreams. Bet you know this one. Taco. A tortilla, sometimes folded, sometimes flat, piled with fillings like ground meat, cheese, and lettuce, and served hot. What do you like on your tacos? And tortillas, large, round, flatbread pancakes made from masa, corn, flour, dough, or wheat, baked on a hot surface. In Spain, tortillas are thick egg omelets fried with potatoes. Ventanas are windows. And Zócalo. Every town and city in Mexico has a Zócalo, or main square, often filled with shady trees, gardens, benches, and fountains. People, young and old, gather to chat, rest, look at artwork, and listen to bands and entertainers. So, to review, the words you will hear: abuela, pozole, atún, campanas, casa, cuadrado, familia, guacamole, huevos, mariachis, masa, metate, paletas, plazas, quesadilla, sandia, sombrero, sueños, taco, tortillas, ventanas, and zocolo. So, think you can find all of those things in this book? Let's find out. Round are sombreros. Round is the moon. Round are the trumpets that blare out a tune. Round are campanas that chime and ring. Round are the nests where swallows sing. Round are tortillas and tacos too. Round is a pot of abuela's stew. I can name more round things. Can you? Square are letters. We know them well. Square is a board game to help us spell. Do you know this game? Square are ventanas that give a view. Square is my clock and my photos too. Square is the park and the zocolo. Square is a fountain from long ago. How many square things do you know? Rectangles are carts with bells that chime and cold paletas in summertime. Stone metates inside our casa help us grind our corn to masa. Rectangles are flags that fly above the scoreboard way up high. How many rectangles do you spy? Triangles are crunchy chips for guacamole and other dips. Triangles sail on the breeze. They line the shore and glide on seas. Sandias, chilled in ice. Quesadillas by the slice. Triangles can beat the heat. What other triangles do you eat? Oval is my favorite locket, a special pebble in my pocket. I find ovals at the store, huevos, olives, beans galore. Can you name a couple more? Stars are for parties, stars for light, stars for lining streets with colors bright. There are so many shapes wherever you go. How many more shapes do you know? And that's our story for today. Thank you for joining me. Remember, videos are good, one-on-one is better. Read with your kids. See you next time. Bye.